Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Ohio University ceremonial mace, which is carried by the chair of the Faculty Senate, Dr. Beth Quitzland. The arrival of the mace marks the official opening of this Ohio University commencement ceremony. We ask that you remain standing for the procession of the platform party, the presentation of the colors, and the singing of our national anthem.
It's a great day to be in Athens, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ohio University's Fall Commencement Ceremony. As chair of the Ohio University Board of Trustees and as a proud graduate of the Scripps College of Communication, I am privileged to convene today's ceremony and to welcome the graduates who are being honored most especially, but also to welcome your fans up in the stands, your family and your friends. And now I am pleased to introduce the presentation of the colors, which will be escorted by our Army and Air Force Reserve Officers Training Corps. Following that presentation, please join Ms. Maggie Fahey, an Ohio University senior majoring in music education, for the singing of our national anthem. So if you aren't already doing so, please rise. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh,
Please be seated. Welcome, graduates! As president of Ohio University, and on behalf of our faculty and staff, I am delighted to welcome family, friends, and most especially our graduates to Ohio University's Fall Commencement. As we begin this ceremony, I would like to recognize the distinguished guests who are with us this afternoon. I ask that they stand as I introduce them and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. Please join me in welcoming members and officials of Ohio University's Board of Trustees, our academic officials, our administrative officials, our Faculty Senate representative, and our commencement speaker, distinguished Professor Charles Smith. Please be seated. I also would like to acknowledge some special guests who are seated to my left in the lower balcony. The First Lady of Ohio University, Deborah McDavis. And members of my executive staff and guests of our platform party. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I would like to recognize those among you who serve and protect our country. Some of you will be entering the armed forces as officers, a privilege you have earned through your completion of the Reserve Officer Training Corps program. Others of you have already served our nation. At this time, I would like to recognize all of our military and veteran students and cadets of the ROTC program for their past, present, and upcoming service to our country. Would you please stand, graduates, and be recognized? Thank you. For many years, commencement season at Ohio University has been marked by spring blossoms and promise of warmer weather. So for those of you who are steeped in Ohio University tradition, it feels a bit strange to ring in fall commencement with poinsettias and pine on the brink of winter. And yet, with the new calendar year in sight, it strikes me as a very fitting time to celebrate new beginnings, especially with the great weather outside. Graduates, today marks the first day of a new chapter in your lives. As with any new beginning, this is both thrilling and a bit terrifying. Rest assured, we have equipped you well for your journey ahead. Your presence here today is proof that you possess the knowledge to excel in your chosen fields. It is now up to you to build upon that foundation, to carry forward your momentum, and to hold fast to your dreams. It is up to you to apply your knowledge in ways that makes the world a better place. That's what transformative education is all about. Graduates, this day is your day. We honor your achievement, your commitment, and your passion, and we welcome you with open arms into your Ohio University alumni family. I have no doubt that you will make your alma mater proud in this next chapter and always. I now invite to the podium Dr. Pam Benoit, our Executive Vice President and Provost, to recognize the fine faculty of Ohio University who brought you to this proud moment in your academic journeys. Dr. Benoit.
Thank you, President McDavis. I want to take a few minutes to recognize the faculty of Ohio University and to thank you for your dedication to our students. So if you could stand up so that people could recognize you for a moment. Thank you. You can be seated. This starts with the dedication to your profession. Through your research and your creative output, you help to solve society's greatest challenges. Your scholarly endeavors have helped to make Ohio University a world-class higher education institution, and we thank you for caring so deeply about students. You give freely of yourself in and out of the classroom, sharing knowledge and insight, encouraging students to challenge and surpass even what you yourself achieve. You've developed, taught, revised courses, advised students, arranged co-curricular learning opportunities, written letters of recommendation, helped freshmen overcome homesickness, and seniors overcome interview anxiety. And we thank you for sharing your intellectual enthusiasm for your discipline with your students by inviting students to actively participate in your research, not just as learners, but also as producers of knowledge and creative activity. You model professionalism in your relationships with colleagues. The example that you set will influence students throughout their careers as they build productive and respectful working relationships of their own. In summary, your contributions create a transformative learning experience for the graduates that we celebrate today. It's been more than 4 decades since this institution has held a fall commencement ceremony, and Ohio University continues to grow with expansion to regional campuses, extension campuses, and online programs. More students are entering or returning to college as part of the Bobcat family. So we're rekindling this tradition to ensure that every student has the opportunity to celebrate commencement with their friends and with their loved ones. The need to revive the fall commencement is a credit to the time and the energy that you, the faculty, have invested in our students, to their personal development, their academic success. So on behalf of the university administration, I again want to thank you for all of your hard work, your dedication to teaching, research, and service as faculty members of Ohio University.
Thank you very much, Provost Benoit. To be sure, faculty are the heart and soul of the Ohio University experience. And so today, we couldn't be more proud to have one of our own faculty members deliver our commencement address. Distinguished Professor Charles Smith is head of Ohio University's professional playwriting program and the Ohio University Presidential Research Scholar in Arts and Humanities. Having recently completed a playwright in residence at the Tony Award-winning Victory Gardens Theater, Professor Smith is widely revered as a playwright, an educator, and an advocate for the arts. During the course of his career, Professor Smith has received commissions from many notable theaters, including the Goodman, Seattle Repertory Theater, and Indiana Repertory Theater. His plays, many of which explore race, identity, and politics in America, have been produced across the United States. These include Knock Me a Kiss, Tacunda, City of Gold, and my favorite, and Pudd'nhead Wilson. An encouraging and open instructor, Smith's innate ability to nurture the talent of students has garnered great recognition for our professional playwriting program. In addition to serving on the Ohio University faculty, Smith taught playwriting at Northwestern University, for the Prague Summer Program for Writers, and for the Center for Dramatic Art in Croatia. During the course of his prolific career, Smith has earned numerous awards and accolades. These include the Ohio Arts Council Individual Excellence Award, the Illinois Arts Council Governor's Award, the Cornerstone National Playwriting Award, and NBC New Voices Award, among many others. His outstanding scholarly and creative accomplishments also were recognized by Ohio University in 2010 with a Distinguished Professor Award, the highest permanent recognition attainable by faculty at Ohio University. A committed faculty member, mentor, artist, and scholar. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Distinguished Professor Charles Smith.
Thank you for that warm introduction. I am humbled and honored to, that you consider me to be worthy of this important distinction. And I think whenever anyone is asked to deliver a commencement speech such as this, the first question that pops into his or her mind is, what am I going to say? I am an acolyte of the Louis Sullivan School of Architectural Art and Theory, and Louis Sullivan maintained that form follows function. This means before you can think about building a thing, you must first think about the purpose of that thing. Then you must allow the purpose or its function to dictate its form or its construction. So before I can consider what I'm going to say, I have to first consider the purpose or the reason I'm standing in front of you today. Well, the real reason I'm here is because President McDavis asked me to be here. But once we push beyond that, I guess you could say that the reason I'm here is to inspire you. But nobody here needs inspiration. Each and every one of you here are already inspired. You will receive, in a few minutes, proof of your inspiration. So you don't need inspiration from me. You'll receive associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, master's, MBAs, PhDs, MFAs. So I'm not the person to inspire you. You already have your inspiration. So perhaps I am here to bid you to go forth. Go forth, young grasshoppers. Go forth and find your place in the world. But I'm not going to tell you that because the truth is there is no place for you in this world. Or your place in this world doesn't exist. Or if it does exist, it's not a place you want to be. The physicist here can tell you that nature abhors a vacuum. So if there really is a place for you out there today, a place reserved just for you, it's a place that was created by someone else. And any place created by someone else is a place you're going to have to fit yourself into. And when I think about forcing oneself to fit into a space or a place that was created by somebody else, I think of the stepsisters from Cinderella who chopped off their toes so that their feet would fit into Cinderella's slippers. So if I have any advice for you today, it would be, don't go out and chop off your toes. Most of you here already know what you want to do. That choice is clear. The focus of your degree program is evidence of the choice you've made. So the question is not, what are you going to do? The question becomes, how are you going to do it? And in the arts, when we think about the how rather than the what, we talk about voice and we talk about vision. Voice and vision is the one thing that makes each and every one of us unique. We in the arts like to think that we are the originators and sole proprietors of voice and vision. But as I continue to work across this campus, across the country and around the world, I can assure you that everyone here has a unique voice and a unique vision, no matter what your field of study. In freshman acting classes over in the theater, we play a game called telephone. I think most of you are aware of some version of it. Everybody sits in a circle, and then one person in that circle is given a phrase, a very simple phrase. That person then whispers the phrase into the ear of the person sitting next to them, and that phrase goes all the way around the circle. The last person in the circle then speaks the phrase out loud, and guess what? The phrase at the end is nothing like it was at the beginning. And no one in the circle tried to change the phrase. All people did was listen, then repeat exactly what they heard. But the simple process of listening and then repeating what you have heard involves the intake of information, then processing that information through the filter of your individual experience and individual education. The result of this processing, which is different for each and every one of us, is what we call voice and vision. In 1859, an English biologist named Charles Darwin published a piece of scientific literature titled On the Origin of Species. A few years later, a German philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche looked at the work of Darwin and said, now if this is true, then God is dead. Now, Nietzsche's statement was based in part upon the work of Darwin, but it was also based upon the work of German philosopher Schopenhauer, who wrote about will and desire and the belief that individual morality can be determined by society and reason. Meanwhile, an Austrian neurologist named Sigmund Freud said, wait a minute. If God is dead, then what is the basis for psychological guilt? And Freud started to developing theories of psychosexual development based upon Schopenhauer's theories of human will and desire. And then along come playwright Eugene O'Neill, who said, oh, wait a minute. If all of this is true, if God is dead and if individual morality is determined by society and reason, then how is it possible for classical Greek drama to continue to speak to our lives today? Drama that appears to depend on the gods as the ultimate arbitrators of destiny and individual morality. So Eugene O'Neill takes Aeschylus's Oresteia, rewrites it, and creates a play called Morning Becomes Electra, which is exactly like the Oresteia, except there are no gods in the play to serve as the ultimate arbitrators for individual morality. Instead, the two main characters in the play, Electra and Orestes, wrestle with their own psychological guilt as a result of their immoral actions. Now, do you see what we have happening here? You guys see it, right? You see? Yes, one big game of telephone, right? Philosophy whispers into the ear of science. Science processes that idea using its own vernacular and point of view, then repeats the idea out loud. But because the idea has been processed, the idea is now new. It's different. The idea has evolved. And you can continue to track this evolution of Western thought to include the work of neurologist Oliver Sacks, who wrote about the relationship between cognitive bias, narrative, and brain disorders, as well as the work of Harvard theoretical physicist Lisa Randall, who 1 month ago published a book that links cosmic dark matter to the extinction of the dinosaurs to the beginning of the evolution of human life on this planet. And while Dr. Randall is a theoretical physicist, her work is based upon the previous work of others in physics, evolutionary biology, environmental science, geology, and social science. Yeah, it's all one big game of telephone. Now, none of these people had a place in this world. Darwin, Schopenhauer, Oliver Sacks, Dr. Lisa Randall, none of these people or their ideas had a place in this world. But their ideas changed the world because each and every one listened carefully to what was being whispered into their ears. They studied the collective consciousness of the world in which they lived. They listened, then processed what they heard through their individual experience and education, then they spoke. And what they said was something new. It had never been heard before. It didn't fit into the world. It changed the world. You will leave here today facing tremendous challenges. There's the challenge of social and political inequality. There is a rapidly changing world economy. We seem to be engaged in a perpetual state of war, and there is a monumental challenge of climate change. And while your chosen field may not directly address any of these challenges we face, please know that your individual voice and vision can indirectly affect them all. If you leave here today looking for your place in the world, looking to fit into the world as it is today, then your presence on this planet will have changed nothing. You will simply blend into the woodwork and become part of the status quo. But if you understand that your individual voice and vision are unique, if you listen carefully to the collective consciousness of our world, then process what you hear through your individual education and experience, then if you dare to speak, what you say will be something new that will not fit into the world as it is today. It will, in effect, change the world. And that's what I'm asking you to do. I am asking you to go out and change the world. I want to thank you for your time, and remember, don't go out and chop off your toes.
Thank you very much, distinguished Professor Smith, for your inspiring words, and indeed they were inspiring. Graduates, each of you is achieving a personal milestone today, and each of you has had special support in achieving your educational goal. For many of you, it was your parents. For others, it was your spouse or significant other, your children or family members, your colleagues or your very good friends. They were there for you every step of the way, believing in you and encouraging you when you yourself may have had some doubts. Graduates, before we award you the degrees you have worked so hard to earn, please take just a moment to stand and say thank you to everyone in the audience who has supported you during your educational endeavor. Please stand and thank your loved ones. Thank you. Regardless of your approach, your graduation represents what lives within you. Passion, determination, and hope brought you to this moment. Each of you has brought unique characteristics and special talents to Ohio University, and you have made our university richer by your presence. For that, we thank you. I now invite Provost Benoit back to the podium to present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Thank you, President McDavis. The doctoral degrees that we're about to award are the highest academic degrees in their fields. They are awarded to those who have demonstrated academic or clinical mastery in their field and successfully completed and defended a dissertation. The faculty member accompanying the doctoral candidate is either the student's major advisor or another faculty member who has been closely associated with the student's academic program. Candidates for Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education, please stand. President McDavis, these students have completed all the requirements for their doctoral programs. Accordingly, I have the very great honor of presenting them to you for conferral of their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Ohio University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. We welcome you into the company of scholars.
Candidates for Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education degrees, please come forward.
Jana Beth Dykstra, escorted by Professor Julie Sewer. Jeremy Jokinen, escorted by Dr. Bruce Carlson. Joanna Sadler-Yost, escorted by Dr. Stephen Evans. Thank you, Associate Dean Hatch. Abu Beda Abdul Gadir Mudawi, escorted by Dr. Steve Howard. Brian Huff, escorted by Dr. Lawrence Wood. Angela Nicole Huffman, escorted by Dr. Scott Titsworth. Nikia Mariah Matthias, escorted by Dr. Edna Wangui. Maria Schubert, escorted by Dr. Remy McCarrow. Thank you, Dean Titsworth. Prosper Yao Chikata, escorted by Dr. Professor Benjamin R. Bates. Thank you, Dean Titsworth. Carrie Lynn Bush, escorted by Dr. Laura M. Harrison. Michelle Sheets Hempfling, escorted by Dr. Pete Mather. Melissa Lee Golson, escorted by Dr. Chrisana Maktimis. Shannon Desiree Henkins, escorted by Dr. Chrisana Maktimis. Catherine E. Hostick, escorted by Dr. Bill Larson. Anthony Mark Huffman, escorted by Dr. Bill Larson. Jennifer Louise Petrie, escorted by Dr. Bill Larson. Thank you, Dean Middleton. Elaine Raleigh Getz, escorted by Dr. Guy Riefler. Isam Siman Khori, escorted by Dr. Shad Sargand. Chad Lee Morning, escorted by Dr. David Chelberg. Noah Roslina Rosli, escorted by Dr. David Young. Thank you, Dean Irwin. Max Talene, escorted by Dr. Michael Gillespie. Charles Chip Linscott, escorted by Dr. Michael Gillespie.
It is now my honor to present the candidates for master's degrees. Candidates, will you please rise? President McDavis, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for their master's programs at Ohio University. I therefore have the privilege of presenting them to you for conferral of their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Ohio University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Engineering Management, Master of Financial Economics, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Health Administration, Master of Information and Telecommunications Systems, Master of Music, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Master of Social Science, and Masters of Sports Administration, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations!
Candidates for the master's degrees, please be seated. You'll be called to the platform by Dr. Joe Shields, the Vice President for Research and the Dean of the Graduate College.
Candidates for master's degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences, please come forward.
Jeffrey Paul Mills. Caitlin Taylor Bentley.
Stephanie Chong Chan.
Yang Lee.
Brittany Marie Schluter.
Jamilatu Razak.
Davide Baroni.
Kristen Renee Fox.
Abu Lawrence Kanu Mansare.
Tang Yang.
Amber Nicole Noon.
Lin Wan.
Chen Ju Song.
Liju Bai.
Mo Chen Ju.
Ling Chao Tang.
Kun Chen.
Rongbei Guao. Kaiki Lang. Yusuf Nazar. John Gregory.
Candidates for master's degrees in the College of Business, please come forward.
Charity Marie Preet.
Cherie Michelle Young.
Haim Grinspan.
Chad William Setzer.
Molly Hannah Brenner.
Russell Wesley Datz.
Amin Jackson.
Sabrina Janice Boney.
Heidi Leanne Willis.
Sean Michael McCloskey.
Luke Smith.
Shelley Sedlak Mejia.
Nikki Sue B. Miller.
Ashley Laura Boyce.
Daniel Robert Landholm.
Paul Kistemaker.
Lisa Tron Mitchell Flynn.
Catherine Donna Munson.
Emily L. Magoni.
Sarah Stranko.
Gary Picarello.
Katie Lynn Jones.
Matthew E. Wilhelm.
George Washington Gamble II.
Jonathan Lee Smith.
Richard D. Fossa.
Darlene Bible.
Nicholas Gary Newnham.
Daniel Schauber.
Mian Mohammed Nauman Saeed.
David Lester Ballou.
Majid Alabiad.
Caitlin McCobb. Johnson Tebekuji Igwe.
Candidates for master's degrees in the Scripps College of Communication, please come forward.
Matthew Hines Craig.
Rebecca Francis Miller.
Tara Lachey Sharice Palmer.
Eric Brown.
Bridgetta Frank.
Charlotte Berenjena.
Adam Joshua Luck.
Tarika Levette Leonard.
Gautam Ram Mohan Bhagavolata. Animesh Jardadan Campbell.
Kartik Royaru.
Milkias Tasfamriam.
Afreen Mohammed Ashrif.
Miriam Ban.
Candidates for master's degrees in the Gladys W. and David H. Patton College of Education, please come forward.
Thomas Neve Goodman.
Matthew Ross Williams.
Kathy L. Moeller.
Matt Fannin.
Tina M. Withrow Leonard.
Ian James Francois Doherty.
Jabril Abdullah Butana.
Ty Kristen Parker.
Christopher Paul Kraft.
Andrew Russell Olnhausen.
Eric William Miscuda.
Kristen Marie Dye.
CJ Holt.
Kayla Nicole Mills.
Wesley Lomnicki.
Matthew Lewis Diggs.
Robert Spencer Korsvik.
Elizabeth Luann Gustafson.
Jennifer Susan Kuzmic.
Robin Ireland.
Susan Haney Williford.
Michael James McClellan.
Brian Lee Brione.
Candidates for master's degrees in the Fritz J. and Dolores H. Russ College of Engineering and Technology, please come forward.
Erica Ann Toussaint. Lisa Martellero Palmer. Tracy Ignace Johnson. Rafael Colon. Peter Mathiora.
Candidates for master's degrees in the College of Fine Arts, please come forward.
Tom Ryan Hurst. Luwen Zhang. Derek Alfonso Graham. Yanwing Zhao. Jeffrey Christopher Bazemore.
Candidates for master's degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Professions, please come forward.
James Robert Hauser.
Nora Finnegan.
Michelle L. Sorrell.
Heather Renee Robinson.
Andy Gordon Mullins.
Rachel Faye Thurnson.
Kaylin Adele Baker.
Kelly G. Ruthier.
Morgan Marie Sanchez.
Kristen Elaine Whistler.
Clista Ann Davis.
Sarah Louise Shelton.
Allison Paige Wilson.
Crystal Dawn Seilhammer.
Sarah Rosemarie McAndrew. Lori Allison Loom.
Brittany Nicole Klinger.
Laura Ann Eichenlaub.
Jacqueline Marie Flowers.
Jill P. Kandrick.
Melissa Alcazar.
Christy Lynn Astor.
Megan Ann Pencil.
Maria Catherine Jones.
Stacy Leanne Miller.
Michaela D. Smith.
Nicole Ashley Brown.
Crystal Susan Umfleet.
Megan Marquetta Seidler.
Stacy Marie Poe.
Shannon Lee Coe.
Lindsay Ann Ellis.
Jessica Lynn England.
Carrie Lynn Parker.
Robert Charles Jones III.
Ashley Riley.
Daryl R. Hops II.
Brittany A. Neff.
Lisa McLeod.
Natalie Rochelle Perry.
Vanessa Holly.
Stephanie Jewel Bro.
Brittany K. Singer.
Tiffany Hughes.
Matthew Scott Sobo.
Molly Marie Steele.
Eden Tesfaye Abera.
Dawn Nicole Grinspan.
Aubrey Jerome Prescia Jr.
Crystal Ann Thompson.
Julie Ann Rosa.
Alicia Lee Heisman.
John Joseph Otena.
Stephen William Kraus.
Kelly Ann England.
Lisa Michelle Cecil.
Jeffrey Stephen Hack.
Stacy Pettit Fowler.
Lauren Nicole Shea.
Brittany Gehring.
Jennifer L. Lynn.
Malicia McLeish.
Andrew W. Mail.
Jessica Ann Lavalle McDermott.
Stanley R. Hardy.
Emilio Michael Krupa.
Ashley Ray Peters.
Tanya Charisse Cyrus.
Jeremy Hunter Wright.
Robbie Lee Edders.
Candidates for master's degrees in the Center for International Studies, please come forward.
Joseph Robert Van Boy. Nora Marie Sullivan.
We now turn to our candidates for undergraduate degrees. Graduates, before we award the degrees that you've worked so very hard to earn, I'd like to take a moment to recognize those of you who have distinguished yourselves through your studies. Please note that these honors are only available to our bachelor's degree recipients. Would those graduating cum laude please stand? Thank you. Now, those who are graduating magna cum laude, please stand. And those graduating summa cum laude, please stand. To be sure, commencement marks a significant personal milestone for each and every graduate. And so at this time, I ask that all candidates for bachelor's and associate degrees please rise so that we can recognize you as a group. President McDavis, these students have completed all of the requirements for their bachelor's and their associate degree programs. I therefore have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferral of their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Ohio University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Associate in Applied Business, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Individual Studies, Associate in Science, Bachelor of Applied Human and Consumer Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Specialized Studies, and Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, it is my honor to welcome you into the family of Ohio University alumni. You may now move your tassels from right to left. A hearty congratulations to all undergraduates today.
If you still have all your toes intact, you may be seated. You'll be called to the platform by your dean or your college representative.
Graduates in the College of Arts and Sciences, please proceed to the platform.
Abigail Marie Carlson.
Jennifer Bartlett.
Scott T. Beatty.
Shelby Desiree Miracle.
Megan Olivia Molnar.
Embry Cheek.
Rebecca Kylie Klingsmith.
Savannah Michelle Dressbach.
Callan O. Justice.
Evan William Smith.
Jacob N. Eliason.
Kyle Montgomery Bowland.
David Zarati Donovan.
Abigail Renee Heidi.
Dwayne Ian Barclay Dixon.
Taylor Stephen Sappington.
Brian Matthew Mendelson.
Jared James Williams.
Emily Marie Nave.
John Muyu Porter.
Claire Alexander Gunovich.
Jordan Alexander Kraus.
Joshua Frederick Martin.
Hunter Beggy.
Theodore Stephen Sorrell.
Tiffany N. Stetzler.
Lincoln Cody Caldwell.
Laura Elizabeth Dickerhoof.
Marissa Marie Park.
Stacy Lynn Sulkin.
Brendan Kelly Marine.
Alexandra Michelle Haverchak.
Aaron Lee Benog.
Rachel Lynn Hinkle.
Justin Ryan Chapin.
Colin James Rogers.
Therese Bernadette Mason.
John Edward Franz.
Julie Marie Diagnostino.
Rochelle Diane McGoran.
Alexander J. Meyer.
Alicia Webb.
Ian Joseph Zunk. Michelle Lania Hansen.
Murulaya Ambimbola Oyadaran.
Jonathan Kelly Sheets.
Sarah Nicole Christie.
Kathleen Celeste Anderson.
Allison Leah Neese. Morgan Caroline Crawford.
Andres Mauricio Olivari.
Cody Garrett Smith.
Cassandra Michelle Petrotozzi.
Jordan Nicole Williams.
Chun Tang.
Lu Chen.
Samantha M. Hampton.
Samantha Hartless.
Bria Janae Caney.
George D. Dowling.
Aaron Stephen Braun.
Justin Jeffrey Courtwright.
Samantha Marie Kitchen.
Jalen A. Alexander.
Julia Maria DiCesano.
Clyde William McManaway.
Caitlin Elizabeth Saylor. Andrew Von N. Billeter.
Alexandra Fridjik Abdul Karim.
Jake McKinney Burns.
Amanda Sue George.
Vanessa Pico Harrett. Catherine Elizabeth Barnett.
Graduates of the College of Business, please proceed to the platform.
Cassidy Lee Carlson.
Lauren Marie Snyder.
Alexander Paul Pariso.
Richard Preston Kirtland.
Daniel Marcus Harding.
Meredith Ann Maggs.
Stephen Walter Davidson.
Aiden M. Hanlon.
Jacob Joseph Pontius.
David Justin Coates.
Peyton Anthony Anderson.
Brendan Joseph Gilbert.
Tyree Chandler Birch.
Sarah Elizabeth Montague.
Joseph Raymond LaCursey.
Sean Aaron Martin.
Craig Vargo.
Hei Ying Wang.
Chung Han.
Yan Li.
Michael Anthony Chips.
Yanzhao Wang.
Gus James St. Clair.
Joshua Adam Weiler.
Joseph Patrick Burke.
Louis Pham.
Dominic Anthony Scalisi. Kyle Joseph Noward.
Sanita Michelle Beatty.
Daniel Alexander Storch.
Jade Marie Kane.
Robin Paul Kessler.
Nicholas Anthony Winenberg.
Stacy Marie Lauer.
Victoria J. Ellis.
Caitlin Taylor Bunning.
Alexander C. Cook.
Eric Michael Berga.
Aaron Wallenberg.
Eden Carnes.
Kaylee Edens.
Michael Joseph Kroll.
Keiyu Liu.
Ashan Kulatunga.
Ya Tao Xie.
Duming Wu.
Alex James Pancake.
Chin So.
Sean Randall Pine.
Denka Zhang.
Alexander David Eugene Scherer.
Junji Zhao.
Nathan William Wasick.
Amanda Renner Borland.
Kyle Mitchell Priest.
Casey Lynn Kruger.
Kelly J. Mayer.
Alan J. Fisher.
Samuel David Boland.
Thomas Joseph Prokop. Lauren Christine Berbari. Joseph Michael Saipula. Matthew David Lisher. Alexander James Schulte.
Graduates of the Scripps College of Communication, please proceed to the platform.
Charles Milton Walden III.
Christina Lynn Beach.
Benjamin Robert Leeson.
Cassandra Erica Kelly.
Peter Wolfgang Schultz.
Gregory Allen Ornella II.
Courtney Nicole Klein.
Jada Cologne.
Jacob C. Nienaber.
Dana Lynn Flickhouse.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Thacker.
James Stewart Newman.
Kathleen Michelle Curry.
Ilana Nileta.
Marissa R. Fiore.
Maria Nicole Marquez.
James Robert Vaughn.
Whitney Taylor Hutchinson.
Douglas Paul Schuneman.
Jared Robert Fisher.
Caitlin Michelle Bruning.
Alexandra Christine Lemen.
Corey Beth Block.
Kayla Michelle Kenneflick.
Joshua Lee No.
Yifon Zhao.
Carissa Marie Spence.
Lauren Nicole Thomas.
Allison Dorothy Staub.
Alexis Marcel Varga. Maria Elizabeth Fisher.
Sue Kyon Park.
Rachel Aaron Wagner.
Tommy Charles Rennick.
Moriguan Duan.
Michael Matthew Kakis.
John Willard Carpenter.
Michael Durbin Robino.
Taylor L. Zanville. Corey Zanin.
Graduates of the Gladys W. and David H. Patton College of Education, please proceed to the platform.
Jordan Michael Kultais.
Trent Robert Brennan.
Mia Alexandra Coliani.
Josh James England.
Patrick William O'Donnell. James Madison Barnes.
Charles Wade Harrison.
Tiffany Leona Graves.
Sarah Ann Friel.
April Nicole McDonough.
Bailey Joanne Berry.
Emily Elizabeth Iten.
Alexandria Frances Snoke.
Mallory Lynn Call.
Shenna R. Lovett.
Amanda Lynn Tubbs.
Tucker Merritt Richards.
Catherine Coletta Race.
Elizabeth A. Foster.
Mallory Jane Nail.
Emily Adele Burson.
Quayne Zhao.
Deanna Helene Crum.
Ashley Dawn Williams.
Lindsay Marie Landon.
Madison Paige O'Hara.
Kyle David Van Dyke.
Amber Marie Lillibridge.
Brittany Lane Hunt.
Austin James Carr.
William Edward Johnson.
Hillary Skinner. Julie Andrea Weimer.
Graduates of the Russ College of Engineering and Technology, please proceed to the platform.
Michael Robert Fossick.
Richard Jean Dumine.
Patrick Argan Hanlon.
Lucas Robert Keener.
Trevor Daniel Vogenhubler.
Aiden Kevin Ashton Riffle.
Robert Clifford Mokry.
Scott Thomas Pruse.
Derek A. Chambers.
August Andrew Horvath III.
Lee Charles Dunn.
Tiffany Blue Webb.
Man Ahmed D. Alharbi.
Daniel Edward Karch.
Tyler Daniel Brothers.
Evan William Holcomb.
Seth Daniel Taylor.
Jacob William Losey.
Nicholas S. Staufenger.
Shelby Renee Wilson.
Ethan Marshall Fuller.
Casey Leanne Hendershot. Tyler Schmidt. Matthew Lewis Bertoni. Trevor D. Bennett.
Graduates of the College of Fine Arts, please proceed to the platform.
Kelly Lynn Johnston.
Zachary Matthew Ross.
Francis Eileen Gallagher.
Taylor Empshe. Jennifer Christine Shore.
Graduates of the College of Health Sciences and Professions, please proceed to the platform.
Michelle Renee Rudder. Anne Elizabeth Elgin.
Heather Michelle Lambert. Rachel Marie Schneider.
Ariana Danielle Kareem.
Jenny Lynn Gilmore.
Sarah Ann Schoaf.
Krista Brown.
Diana Lynn Whitaker.
Jessica Lynn Sharitz.
Anna Marie Schubert.
Samia Rumzi Mustafa.
Megan Neal.
Michael Gregory Legier.
Margaret Mutombo.
Ulisha Nicole Cowles.
Kenna Lee Wagner.
Emily Marie Sudvecki.
Nikki Sue Russell.
Denise Lynette Glenn.
Tyrone M. Garrett.
Vutali Suninik.
Sherry L. Fox.
Michelle Stephanie Burnton.
Faith Marie Grigsby.
Shantae Elaine Cross.
Freda Ofosu Mensa.
Michelle Ann Munyon.
Judith Ann Rogowski.
Katie A. Patino.
Joshua A. Barron.
Alicia No. Amanda N. Bulliard.
Norbert Kahari.
Teresa Canoe.
Tracy Renee Vest.
Megan Elizabeth Stillwagon.
Terry A. Conley.
Raymond Edward Deacon.
Kimberly Sue Lowry.
Christina Elizabeth Lindowski.
Carlene McCarran.
Bridget Rubel. Elizabeth Dodson.
Quado Cox.
Mamadou Salou Diallo.
Felicia Dickerson.
Nicole Turner.
Jennifer Nicole Rodriguez.
Nicholas Peter Shank.
Tabitha Renee Cox.
Lindsay Marie Cochran.
Angeline Sue Preby.
Tia Marie Gilbert. Melissa Ann Hickman.
Ebenezer Jemena Ose.
Lainey McCune.
Gloria Jean Campbell.
Olivia Christine Shercliffe.
Mason W. McGrew.
Cole Thomas Gordon.
Molly Paige Lehman.
Bradley Allen Collier. Belinda S. Bishop.
Kelly Christine Algeyer.
Lauren Elizabeth Doctor.
Holly Shannon Loizu.
Jason Lewis Dewar.
Anna Catherine Soldat.
Kristen Alexis Herbst. Samantha Michelle Bulls.
Oluwakeme Oju.
Kimberly Jones.
Madeline McKee Goots.
Rebecca Joy Greff.
Sabrina A. Grambo.
Amanda Mae Jeffries.
April Michelle Thompson.
Jennifer Suzanne Hoff.
Margaret McGill.
Melissa Blackman.
Deborah A. Wilson.
Sandra K. Prater.
John Jonathan Babb.
Stacy Lynette Worrell.
Ashley Cash.
Brandy Danielle Alexander.
Jessica Lynn Goodall.
Blake A. Ives.
Nancy Nahigian.
Kathleen Mary Yahoo.
Amanda Joe Geyer.
Dallas Eugene Bates.
Jamie Lynn Beal.
Jason Lee Miller.
Zachary Selden Story.
Hussein A. Abdi Robin.
Riley Jacob Yoder.
Joseph Lee.
Amy Hannah Fox.
William Lane Mayer.
Henry Andrew Castellini.
Caroline Marie Bowman.
Michelle Vega.
Lisa Marie Atkinson.
Teresa Lynn Gerson.
Sarah L. Ganley.
Roshana Denise Lindsay.
Megan Ruth Wallace.
Ashley Ellen Bean.
Mary A. Byers.
Rachel Ann Bettinger.
Ashley Brooke Robinson.
Joseph Scott Stratton.
Tammy Marie Blackman. Scott Nardi.
Mary Beth Kaiser.
John Stephen Jarvis.
Lindsay A. Carpenter.
Anthony Joseph Zaleski.
Robin Bash.
Trenton David McCourt.
Lindsay Renee Unin.
Stephen Colton Knopfs.
Jordan Elizabeth Maralt.
Kristen Elaine Beigel.
Sarah Purcell Garrison.
Justin Michael Hazer.
Carolyn Grace Van Meter.
Josie Nicole Campolo Kearse.
Alexander Joseph Riemann.
Brianna Maria DeFranco.
Lynn Kraus.
Eileen Louise Haney. Latasha Ann Shields.
Su Ri Zhang.
Adele L. Kessler.
Maria Rose Bradford. Sarah Lynn Elswick. Dolly Lemaster.
Graduates of the Center for International Studies, please proceed to the platform.
Anna M. Kukulhan. Ashley Hannigan Webb. Jackie Wong.
Graduates of University College and the regional campuses, please proceed to the platform.
Ji Uk Kim.
Aaron D. Walzer.
Karen Miranda Burt.
Jerry Wayne Matthews.
Eric Landrum.
Daniel Kevin Gillespie.
Alexander Sean Dowell.
Ellen Grace Smith.
Connor Francis Sheehan.
Jackson Thomas Heller.
Corey Joe Kaplinger.
Andrea Taylor Parton.
Melanie Nicole Gadd.
Devin Allen Jones.
Sam Leo Goulder.
Nicole Marie Lambert.
Jordan Taylor Thornhill.
Matthew Tyler Pierce.
Eric Michael Adelsberger.
Joshua David Linton.
Helen Rose Gulliford.
Jacqueline E. Collins.
Taiwan Claxton.
Nathan Sherman Perkins.
Tara Noel.
Jacob Christian Brister.
Ashley K. Snyder.
Muriel Nicole James.
Brittany Renee Anderson.
Lazarus F. Safa.
Cheryl Annette Crum.
Justin Ryan Landy.
Anna Elizabeth Claybone.
Stephen Burke Snyder. Brittany Clark.
Elizabeth Whistler.
Courtney Lane Crestani.
Audra M. Boyer.
Jason Shane Cooper.
Tyler Michael Williams.
Trevor L. Francis.
Jessica Lynn Mason.
Melissa D. Porter. Donald L. Yates.
Liliana Svetkotska.
Carrie Poole.
Catherine Elizabeth Campbell.
Emily Posey.
Todd M. Bowerman.
Lauren A. Toth.
Jessica Gleach.
Kelsey Dwayne Taylor.
Jefferson Mitchell Kaiser.
Melissa Renee Pinkerton.
Carl James Brook.
James Stennis Jr.
Emily Hudak. Stephen Curtis Gibbs. Jamie Michael Moriarty. Tara Monique Kroom Randall.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to all of our graduates! I now ask you to please stand and join Ms. Fahey, our faculty, university officials, honored guests, and most especially our graduates in a long-standing tradition, the singing of the Ohio University alma mater.
For we all like
Would you all please be seated? Thank you. As we conclude this, the 2015 Fall Commencement Ceremony, let's leave you with a quote from the back of the Alumni Gateway, the side that we see as you exit the main campus and head uptown Athens. So depart, that daily thou mayest better serve thy fellow men, thy country, and thy God. It is with this charge that we bid you all farewell and congratulate the graduates on this most significant milestone. And now the marshals will lead the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates from the arena. Following the completion of this recessional, the 2015 Ohio University Fall Commencement Ceremony stands adjourned. Thank you.